My name is Carmel and I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services. Thank you for joining me today for another week of Vital Fitness. We are going to stay seated in our chair and we're going to take deep breaths in and out to start off today. So go ahead, sit down, make sure it's a chair with no wheels underneath. We'll be holding on to this for a few times here so we don't want to be moving around. So let's take a deep breath in and inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. So this is an all abilities exercise class. So do what you can, make whatever adjustments you need to, and of course, always have your water bottle nearby you so you want to stay hydrated the whole time. Let's get seated in our chair, and we're going to start with just our head and our neck moving first, just to warm up. So go ahead and look side, center, and side. And feel free to practice breathing with this too. You can inhale as you look to the side. Exhale, look center. Inhale, exhale. And because this is an all abilities exercise class, make sure that you're keeping yourself safe, everything around you. You don't have clutter around the floor that you might step on, or you just want to make sure that you're in a nice, clear environment. It doesn't have to be that big of a space. I mean, I'm trying to stay within the camera here, so I'm not going to be moving around a lot. But go ahead and look up to the ceiling this time. Look straight ahead and down to the floor. Keep on breathing. Throughout the time that we have today, I want to make sure that we're not holding our breath for too long. Excuse me. We want to keep on breathing, keep on inhaling and exhaling as we do our movements. And if you ever need to take a break, feel free to. We save these videos every week, so you can just come back to our Facebook profile, our Facebook site to go see it in our video section. And we are starting to put these videos up on our YouTube channel as well. So we're uploading these onto there. If that makes it easier for some of you to view, because I know it gets a little challenging sometimes when you try and look at Facebook Live videos. Sometimes it just doesn't pop up or it suddenly cuts off, especially if you don't have a Facebook account. So we're starting to put them on YouTube as well. Okay, and go ahead and pause. Take another deep breath in. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Moving down to our shoulders this time, we are going to roll our shoulders forward, making small circles with our shoulders here. So imagine you're drawing a circle with your shoulders moving forward, stretching out that chest, a bit of your upper back as well maybe. If you would like to use your elbows to do this for an even bigger stretch, feel free to do that. Otherwise, we are warming up, so take your time with it to ease into it. You can just have your arms rest at your sides as well. Still coming forward. Okay, backwards this time. Remember to keep on breathing. You might notice as well, I don't have any music playing in the background. Feel free to put that on. I want to make sure that everyone can hear me clearly. So feel free to turn on another device in your room and play some music. Feel free to use those elbows again if you would like a deeper stretch. Again, ease into it and take deep breaths in and out. And rest. Okay, shake that off. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. In and out. One more time. And out. Okay, this time we're going to be moving down to the rest of our arms. So have your arms straight out in front of you at chest level. So I'm going to move to the side here for you to see. But it's just straight out in front of you. And then go ahead and open up to the sides. So straight out in front of you and then to the sides. And we're just doing small arm movements here. It might seem pretty easy, or it might not. That's okay. But we are going to have it out here for a while, so it's going to get heavier over time. So make sure you're taking deep breaths in and out to go through the movement. And it's just my arms moving here. So if you find your shoulders kind of starting to get closer to your neck, like your neck is kind of like you're losing your neck here, try and bring them down. Bring them down. It might mean you're starting to get tired, and that's okay. It's an all abilities exercise class, so make whatever adjustments you need to. Sometimes that means you only do it maybe at this level, and that's okay. That's completely fine, because the important part is that you're working out today, getting an exercise, moving to the best of your abilities, and how much you want to challenge yourself today. And make sure that we keep each other safe. So, okay. This time, still opening and closing, we are going to open a little bit farther out. And when it mean farther out, I'm going to move to the side here. So at first, I was just like this. So I would close and then open. But now I'm going to engage kind of my chest and my back a bit. So when I open, I'm going to have my chest out a little bit more. And then when I close, I'm going to slightly curl my back. So engaging that core, having your chest out as you open, and slightly rounding your back as you close. And we'll do this a few times here. Stretching a little bit more with every breath that you take. Of course, if you're starting to get tired, that's okay. We're just going to do this one more time here. So 1, chest open and close. 2, and rest those arms. I'm sure they got heavy. I know they got heavy for me. I'm starting to get tired as well. And take a drink of water if you haven't yet. And we're going to move down to our wrists this time. So I'll come closer here. Okay, so stretch out your fingers out wide and then curl it into a gentle fist. Again, stretch it out wide and then curl to a gentle fist. And keep on going with this movement. Feel free to change up the pace. But really, sometimes the slower you go, the more you really are in tune with your muscles moving, the small muscles even in your hands. You feel that really stretch, feel your palms stretch, feel your fingers stretch. And go ahead and leave them outstretched this time. We're going to have our palms face the floor. And then face the ceiling. Floor, and then ceiling. And keep on going with this movement, facing the floor and the ceiling. Taking deep breaths in and out. Don't forget to breathe. And with this one as well, sometimes the slower you go, the more you start to feel like, what am I feeling here? I know I feel something in my forearms, they're working. If I leave my fingers outstretched, which you don't have to, if they're starting to get tired, feel free to relax them. I know I feel my muscles in my palms stretching. And it's these small muscles right here that we often forget about, but we use so often. So we want to make sure that we're keeping them nice and exercised. We're not forgetting about them because, what's that saying? If you don't use it, you lose it. So you want to make sure you're using even the smallest parts of your body, or else you just forget how to use them over time. But you can always turn that back, though. You can always work on your strength and flexibility. Okay, shake that off. We're going to touch each finger with our thumb this time. So touching each finger to your thumb. Just going through your whole hand here. And feel free to adjust the movement again if you can go faster. It's a bit of coordination as well because you have both of your hands moving. And it could be a bit of a brain exercise as well if you change up the order in which you do this. Don't want to forget about your brain and how it helps us out with all this movement, really. So you want to give it a bit of a challenge as well. We want to make sure we're giving some exercise to it. And shake that off. Take another deep breath in, drink some water. And out. Deep breath in and out. One more time. And out. Okay, relaxing our arms, taking a bit of a break. They're quite warmed up. We'll take a small break from it. And this time, let's move on to our legs. So, go ahead and sit in your chair. And we are just going to warm up our ankles for a bit here. So, have your feet flat on the floor. And we are going to raise our heels off of the ground. So raise it as high up as you can. And then raise the toes off of the ground. So raise the heels and then the toes. And we're warming up, waking up our ankle here. This is a good exercise to do when you're just sitting down. Whatever you might be doing, maybe you're waiting or just sitting in your couch. It's a good small exercise to do. We often say we don't have time for exercise, but we can fit like maybe 10 seconds, 30 seconds of this, a full minute. It's better to have some movement even here and there. And it's a good movement as well. We do this to our ankles to make sure they're warmed up so that when we do our standing exercises, it's not creaking all over. It's trying not to, at least. And making sure that it's nice and oiled before we start moving. Okay, go ahead and rest your feet off to the ground again, feet flat. Take another deep breath in and out. This time we are going to extend one leg at a time, still sitting in our chair. Let's go ahead and extend one leg out and then set it down. Extend the other leg out and set it down. We're just going to keep on doing this. Extend one leg out and down. Extend the other and down. So you feel the weight now this time with your whole entire leg trying to lift itself up. If you can only lift up to a certain point, stay there. Go ahead and stay there. It's okay. If you are feeling like you're really challenging yourself with whatever height you can reach, that's the important part. We want to make sure that we're moving. You don't have to look like me, basically, is what I'm saying. We want to make sure that we're moving as much as we can, but also we're taking care of ourselves and not pushing too hard. So I'm simply a guide, the movements I'm doing, but again, it's an all abilities class. So feel free to modify as much as you need to, and there shouldn't be any shame related to that either. So the important part is we're moving, and so thank you for joining me today and watching this video. Okay. Rest both legs to the ground again. Let's take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Okay, we're going to move on to our sit to stand exercise here. So to do the sit to stand exercise, you want to sit close to the edge of your chair. It is a sit to stand, so we are gradually going to stand up here, and I'll show different variations of how to do this exercise. The first part though, it's the same for everyone, no matter what variation we use. We are going to make sure our shoulders are back, our posture is straight up, and we keep this straight the whole entire time. Our arms resting at our sides, and take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, another deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Okay, so go ahead, inhale as you stretch forward, arms reaching forward, not quite lifting above your shoulders here, but just forward. Take a deep breath in and out. Again, deep breath in. Keep that posture straight and out. Make sure you're looking up the whole entire time as you do this. You're not hunching over like this. You want to keep that momentum up. So, because we're going to eventually stand up here from this movement. So, again, 2 more times here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. The second part to our sit to stand is lifting a few inches off our chair. Now there's multiple ways to do this, and you can choose not to do this as well. Feel free to just keep on staying in your seat if that's what makes you comfortable and you want to challenge yourself just up to that point. That's completely okay. Otherwise, you can also have a chair or something in front of you to hold on to so that when you lift yourself off the chair, you're using this to help you get up. So that's another variation on how to do this. This is the chair-assisted variation. And again, we're just lifting a little bit off our chair, a few inches off, and then trying to gently sit back down. So let's put those two together. The first part where we just lean forward, no lifting. And then the second part, we lift a little and then try not to plop down in our chair. So, okay, take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. First part, first motion, we inhale as we lean over, no lifting. Exhale. Second, we lift a little. Inhale and exhale. Let's try that again. First motion, no lifting. Inhale. Keep that posture straight. Exhale. Lift a little this time. Inhale. And exhale. So remember to keep your head up. I know sometimes maybe we want to kind of look down at the floor or at the chair to get ourselves up. Try and look up. Challenge yourself to look up. And it's just a good thing to do to kind of be aware of your surroundings too. So we want to make sure we're looking up. And also that's for the momentum that we use. This is called a momentum-based sit to stand because we're really swinging forward and coming back, and then we're lifting a bit off our chair and coming back, and it's kind of that momentum of looking up the whole time as opposed to looking down, because then if our momentum is looking down, we could end up throwing ourselves a little bit off balance more, a little bit easier to end up going all the way over and falling to the ground. So we want to make sure we're looking up, keeping that momentum up with our movement. Okay, I'm going to do this without a chair in front of me this time so that you can see. And let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, so let's stretch forward, no lifting. And exhale. Now lift a little. Inhale. And exhale. So I really used my arms here to kind of lift myself forward, lift that momentum up. Feel free to do that. Another way to also add extra momentum is to use your legs. So let's do that this time. Feel free to just watch for now and then try it again with me in a little bit. But we are going to stretch forward, no lifting, and come back. We're going to rock back. I'm lifting my legs off of the ground, and I'm going to use my feet to stop and gently come back to my chair. So that's an extra momentum, an extra push, kind of helping you get up off of your chair. So let's try that again. Feel free to use whatever version that works for you best that you'd like to try. So take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Posture is upright the whole time, and we are going to lean forward, no lifting. Come back to center. Lift a little this time, and come back to center. Okay, and the last part to our sit to stand is standing up. So we're going to do all three together here. And when we stand up, we're going to stay standing for a second before we sit back down. So, first motion, go ahead and stretch forward, no lifting. Exhale back. Lift a little this time. Exhale. Try not to flop down. And now we're going to stand up. And bring our arms back down. Exhale. Okay. We are going to try that whole thing again one more time here. And if you cannot stand up from your chair, that's okay. Keep on going. We'll do seated variations of all the exercises that we do. So don't worry about that. So before you sit back down, you want to feel your chair behind you. You know where it is. You know where you're going to sit down. Feel that behind your legs. And we're going to inhale and breathe in. Exhale, breathe out as you lower yourself back down to the chair. Try not to plop down. And it's just a controlled way of sitting back down. We engaged our muscles again here. That same muscle that helps us get up. Okay, one more time, and then after this one, we're gonna stay standing for our exercises. So, drink some water if you haven't yet. Want to stay hydrated the whole time. Drinking water even if we don't need it, because if we're already thirsty, then we're already dehydrated. So you don't want that. Okay. And let's just take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. First motion, stretching forward, no lifting. Inhale. Exhale. Lift a little this time. Inhale. Exhale. And standing all the way up. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. So standing behind your chair now this time. Let's warm up our ankles a little bit more again here before we do any more standing exercises. We are going to stretch our leg out, and if you're doing this sitting down, same thing, stretch a leg out, and then draw a circle with your toe. So you're drawing a circle with your toe here, as big of a circle as you can, taking a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. It's a good balance exercise as well. Switch directions. Kind of all your weight is pretty much on your one foot that's supporting you. And if you're sitting down, you feel your leg, the one that's outstretched in front of you, start to get a little bit tired. That's because you're also working hard on it too. Okay, switch feet. Stretch the other foot this time. Draw a circle, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Other direction this time. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Okay, and relax the feet. One more deep breath in and deep breath out. And standing behind our chair now this time, we are going to hold on to it if we need that support. If you don't, you can have your arms rest at your sides or on your waist. That's up to you. But we are going to go up on our toes, tippy toes, and then back down. So we're lifting our heels off of the ground and then coming back down. Holding on to that chair for support if we need to, or if we want to challenge ourselves. Oftentimes that means we don't go as high up, but we're waking up now this time. Our calves are starting to feel that pressure from our weight being lifted up. If you can't go that high up on your tippy toes, that's fine. Go to whatever height works for you. Taking a deep breath in and out. Okay, we're gonna go for 5 more times here. So go 5, 4, 3, 2, and for this last one, let's hold it in the air for a bit. We're holding it in the air, we're holding it in the air. Heels off of the ground, and gently sink back down. That was a bit of a surprise. Hopefully I didn't surprise you too much for that. And shake your legs off. Okay, this time. Let's stand behind our chair again still if we need that support. If we don't, we can stand away from it. That's up to you. But standing behind our chair, we are going to move one to the side, step to the side, and center. Step to the other side, and center. And we're just moving side, center, side, center. And feel free to hold on to the chair or be away from it. That's up to you. And keep on going. If you're sitting down, same thing. Move your side, move your feet to the side. Side, center, side. And for an extra challenge, if you would like to try it, and if you're ready, warmed up, feel free to lift your leg to the side and then center. So this is for anyone who's doing these exercises seated. You kind of engage your hip, your butt. It's trying to lift the leg, lift the knee as you move to the side. Like imagine you're stepping on something, or you're trying not to step on something, and that's why you're lifting your leg. And keep on going. If you are standing up, the variation for you is that we go into our mini squats. So step to the side and squat a little. Straighten out. Other side and squat. So squatting pretty much looks like you're kind of sitting down in a chair and then you're straightening out. And it's a mini squat, so you're not sitting down all the way. Unless you would like to do a full-on squat, feel free to do that. But step to the side, mini squat, straighten out, feet together, step to the other side, mini squat, straighten out, feet together. So this is your variation if you are standing up. If you're sitting down, keep on lifting those knees up high, feeling your stretch in your hips and your butt. And here you definitely feel your butt working hard, and like the rest of your leg really. And we're gonna do this a few more times here. Let's do 2 on each side. And if you feel like you wanna challenge yourself more, just go a little bit lower, and that helps you. Do it. One last. Straighten out again. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. One more time and out. Okay. So this time, let's go ahead and go back to our chair, or not to our chair, but go back behind our chair if we need to. And we're just going to do some marching. So we are going to simply raise our knees, raising our feet off of the ground a few inches. Feel free, if you feel like you're pretty warmed up and you can raise your knees a little bit higher off the ground, feel free to do that. And take deep breaths in and out. You can hold on to the chair if you need to. Have your hands at your sides or on your hips, that's up to you. But we're shifting our weight as we move our legs, marching in place. And if you're sitting down, raise those knees up, same thing. Raise it to a comfortable range of motion. No need to push too hard. Just push enough to challenge yourself for today. Okay, take deep breaths in and out. Let's quicken up the pace a little bit. That often means we don't lift as high, making the movement a little bit faster. Feel free to make it as fast as you can now that you're going even faster and faster. And gently slow down again, easing into it, easing into the speeds, the change in speeds. And again, you don't have to look exactly how I'm doing it. Feel free to modify. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. And let your feet relax, your legs relax. And we are going to sit back down here. But before you just sit back down in your chair, we're going to do our controlled way of sitting back down. So you feel the chair behind you, your legs are touching it, you know where you're going to sit down. And take a deep breath in, inhale. Take a deep breath out, exhale. And take a few more deep breaths in and out, as many as you need to. If you need to take a break, that's completely okay. We'll still be here. Okay. So we're gonna give a bit of a break for our legs. Our legs have been working hard, so we wanna ease them out of that for a bit. So take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Okay, so we worked our legs pretty hard. Let's work up to our core this time. We're going to do a bit of stretching with our core here. So kind of your stomach area. And what we're going to do, we are going to stretch to the side. We're kind of twisting, looking all the way to the back if we can, or just looking as far back as we can, maybe just to the corner, that's up to you. But looking back, feeling our core stretch and wake up here as we look side to side. Taking deep breaths in and out. I usually inhale when I look to the side, exhale when I look center. And you want to make sure you're still breathing throughout all of this. Okay. Take another deep breath in and out. This time we're going to clasp our hands together and feel free to hold them however works for you. We're just clasping it together, our hands, our palms facing each other. And we're going to do a similar thing to this, but this time we're going to place our hands in our pocket, straight out in front of our chest, and then our pocket again. So this time it's a bit of a smaller twist. We're keeping it kind of just here, to the side, middle, side, middle. We're keeping it kind of tight here around our core. So make sure you're activating your core. So what I mean by that is that you're kind of squeezing right here, feeling the muscles work hard, squeezing and keeping this movement as tiny as possible while you're tensing up your abdomen area. If you want a bit of a challenge, keep on going. If you want a bit of a challenge, you can kind of slightly lean back in your chair and do the same thing. So I have in front of me, to the side, in front of me, to the other side. So you can lean back as far back as you can, or you can just stay standing right here. Whatever works for you. Taking a deep breath in and out, in and out. These breaths, they help us move through the movement. They really do. So inhale, exhale, inhale, Exhale. And relax. Take a deep breath in and out. Drink some water. Deep breath in and out. Okay, one more for our core. So this time I'm going to I'm going to sit a little bit away from the back of my chair because I'm going to be leaning back this time. So sitting away from my chair, there's room for me to lean back on, but the key important part here is that we keep our upper body as straight as possible, kind of keeping it rigid, keeping it straight, activating our core really to help us do that. So let's take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. For this one, you can either hold on to your legs to kind of help you get up, or holding on to your chair to help you get up, or you can have your hands at your shoulders here, kind of crossed in front of your chest. So feel free to do whatever helps you get through this exercise. And we are going to inhale as we lean back, exhale. Make sure you're keeping that posture straight. And you're going through this movement. And inhale, exhale, inhale, feel that stomach clench, exhale. I know I feel my core tightening, especially as I lean farther back and lift myself. I feel it really constricting, and that's what you want to feel. If you're feeling any pain, go ahead, take a break. You might be working too hard. You shouldn't be feeling pain, like sharp pain. Maybe feel tiredness, but that's what you're supposed to feel from an exercise like this, because it does get tiring. Let's do two more here. So here's 1 and 2. Okay, take another deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. One more time. And out. Stretch out your arms to the sides here. Take another deep breath in and out. Stretch a little bit more. When I mean stretch a little bit more, I have my chest out again, like when we were doing our warm-ups. Chest out, stretching a little bit more, stretching my hands a little bit farther back. Take a deep breath in and out. In and out. Kind of stretching like this. Feel your core also stretch because you're kind of extending it as well. In and out. And then go ahead. We are going to turn gently to the left, to the right. Try not to swing anything. Swing your arms. Watch out for where you're going. Okay. And relax. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. Okay, this time we are going to do just a little bit here with weights. So weights that I have today, they're just 2-pound weights here. Feel free to do it with however many pounds of weights you have, or things like cans of soup, water bottles, anything else you have lying around the house that you could grab onto, and that's about the same weight for each hand. Feel free and grab onto those. And if you don't have that, that's okay. Keep on doing these exercises. Do it for more repetitions and do it at different speeds. It makes it just as challenging as well. So rest your arms at your sides. We're going to warm up with these weights. So let's just move our shoulders, kind of shrugging it up and down, up and down, taking deep breaths in and out, in and out. Lifting our shoulders with our movement, this time with an extra weight in our hands. If we don't have that extra weight, we can kind of play around with it a bit, maybe do it as fast as we could, or actually take care of yourselves. Don't shock your muscles into thinking you can do a lot right away. So always ease into whatever speed that you are going at. Want to make sure we stay safe the whole time and keep on going. Take a deep breath in and out. When I try and practice my breathing with this movement, I often find myself kind of inhaling when I'm relaxed like this. I'm not using any muscles to lift the weights, so I'm inhaling when I do this, exhaling as I use my muscle and my strength to lift it up. But of course, if the opposite feels a little bit easier for you, maybe this breathing doesn't quite make sense for you, that's okay. Do it the other way. We're doing this with smaller weights here, so it doesn't quite matter what kind of how you're breathing as you do this. But the heavier your weights become, the easier it truly does become if you inhale when you're at your resting point, exhale when you are working hard. So, okay, rest your arms now. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Deep breath in and out. One more time. And out. One more time. And out. Okay, so feel free to grab onto one weight. I'm going to let go of my other one here. This time I am going to hold on to my weight with both hands here, and I'm going to raise it above my head. So what I'm going to be doing is it's up above my head, and then I'm going to bend my arms back and straighten. Again, to the back and straighten. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhaling as you come back down, exhaling when you lift. And if you don't have weights with you, keep on going if you do. Clasp your hands together, palm to palm. Same movement. Kind of bringing your palms together, pushing them. If you want to add an extra bit of tension, even without the weight, kind of push your palms together, really kind of activate the extra muscle that it requires to push your palms, especially when you come back down here, and you'll feel that tension. Okay, one more. And take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Okay. So our arms, they're pretty warmed up. We're going to do one more sit to stand here, and we're going to stay standing. If you're starting to feel tired, that's okay. Feel free to stay seated. But let's do one more sit to stand. Our arms are a little bit warmed up, so kind of, if your shoulders are tired, be mindful as well. I know we've been working hard on it, but go ahead, have your feet flat to the floor, on the edge of your seat, postures upright, shoulders rolled back, and chin is up. Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. Lean forward, no lifting. Inhale, exhale, lift a little, inhale. Try not to plop down, exhale. Stand all the way up, inhale, and exhale. Okay, so we're still gonna move, still move our arms around. Just wanna get up off of our chair for a bit as we do this time. But this time we are going to have one arm off to the side, extend it out, and then have it come across our body. Other arm off to the side, same thing, across our body. And when we do this, we are not turning along with it. So, see my torso? We're not doing this, but we are keeping our torso facing forward. So, that is where we start to feel kind of that stretch, especially kind of right here in our shoulder, in our tricep, as we do this movement. Taking deep breaths in, out. Inhaling and exhaling as we stretch out our arm muscles, and they worked hard today. Okay. Again, arms stretched out, but we're gonna pause. We're gonna pause right here, grab our other arm. We're gonna hold on to it, pull it a little bit more to the side. I'm gonna come a little bit closer here. Feel free to stand up if you like to, but bring this shoulder down and stretch to the side. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Release. Again, arm to the side, have it come across, and then we're gonna hold on to this arm, pull it a little bit more to the side, feel that stretch. If you feel a stretch right here, that's what you should be feeling. And if you can, bring the shoulder down. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Release. Again, have it come across. Pull that shoulder enough just to feel a stretch. No need to pull farther past this stretch. And bring that shoulder down if you can, if you want that extra shoulder stretch. Release. To the side, come across. Take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, and back. Take another deep breath in, another deep breath out, and we've stretched out our arms here. Let's have our arms come to the sides again. And this time we are going to wrap ourselves, give ourselves a big hug. We are going to inhale and squeeze. Exhale, let it all out. Again, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, let it all out. This bottom arm, we're going to bring it up top, switching arms. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, let it out. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, let it out. And release. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and out. Okay, so let's stretch out our legs this time. We're gonna do another foot circle here. This time we are going to lift one heel off of the ground. My toes are still in contact with the ground, but my heel is up. And I'm gonna draw a circle with that heel. So it's hard to see from the side. I'm gonna move to the front here for you to see that my heel is drawing as big of a circle as it can. The toes of that heel still in contact with the ground the whole time. Just try and picture that circle. Switch directions. Picture that circle that the heel is drawing. And it might feel a little bit weird, especially if it's a movement that we're not used to, but it's a good one for our ankles, for our strong base of support. Okay, switch, other side. Again, same thing. Lift that heel up, toes still in contact with the ground, and draw a circle with that heel. Maybe you hear a little bit of cracking. I know I do. If it's not hurting, then that's pretty normal. It makes sounds like that. Switch directions. But if you're feeling pain, you shouldn't be feeling pain. Take a break. Take care of yourself. Drink some water. Take a seat. We are almost done here. Just about a minute or two left. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. One more time and out. Okay, one more stretch here for your legs. So stand a little bit behind your chair here. We are going to step 1 foot forward and let's lean in. Bring that weight. Bring that weight, shift it forward, and make sure your back leg is as outstretched as it can. So keep it straight. And release. Other side. Leg in front. Bring that weight forward. Keep that leg in the back as straight as you can. So we're doing kind of a lunge here if you're standing up. Switch, other side, keep on going. I am going to show what it looks like seated down to get that leg stretch. You want to extend one leg out. Don't want to lock it in place though. Don't lock your knees in place. Keep your knees relaxed and soft. And we are going to, if you watch my foot here, my foot, it's not flat on the ground, but it's pointing up. My toes are pointing up to the ceiling if you can. And we're going to shift our weight forward. Okay, relax. Switch feet. Extend out your leg. Toes pointing up to the ceiling if you can. Flexing your foot, that's what that means. Kind of bringing it as close to your leg as possible. Make sure your knee is not locked in place. And come forward. If you feel a stretch kind of in the underside of your leg here, that's what you should be feeling. And relax. And let's end with a couple of deep breaths in and out here. Let's inhale and exhale. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Do some belly breathing. Exhale through your mouth. One more time. Inhale as big as you can. And exhale. And thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Carmel. I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services. This is another week of Vital Fitness every Tuesdays at 10:30 on our Facebook. And so if you would like to share this video to others, feel free to share this video by pressing share kind of in the bottom right, or you can also kind of go on to our YouTube upload of this in a couple hours so that you can also see it. So have a great day and take care, everyone. Bye-bye.